आं महोदय।
तो खगस्य मार्जारस्य अशोकस्य मातामहस्य जनकस्य मातामह्याः अम्बायाः पुत्रस्य बकस्य अथवा द्विवचनम् इष्यते चेत् बकयोः यथा रामयोः भवति। मित्रं मित्रस्य पुत्री पुत्र्याः सखी सख्याः नदीपदवत् एव रूपाणि भवन्ति। इदानीं मित्रम् इति पदं कर्ता महोदय सन्देहः न भवेत्। सन्देहः भवति चेत् कुत्रचित् पुस्तके अथवा जालपुटे अपि पश्यतु मित्रं तस्य रूपाणि। यथा अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गपदस्य रूपाणि रामपदवत् भवन्ति। अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गपदस्य रूपाणि फलपदवत् भवन्ति यथा अत्र दर्शितमासीत् खलु। एतत् एकम् उदाहरणम्। अन्यानि अपि बहूनि पुस्तकानि सन्ति यत्र रूपाणि लभ्यन्ते। अत्र राम अस्मिन् जालपुटे राम हरिपति इत्यादयः अत्र रूपाणि सन्ति। अजन्त स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दाः अजन्त नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दाः अत्र पश्यतु। फल इति पदस्य रूपाणि कथं भवन्ति? फलं फले फलानि। फलं फले फलानि इत्यादीनि रूपाणि भवन्ति। तत्र षष्ठीपदरूपं षष्ठी विभक्त्यन्तरूपं किम् अस्ति? फलस्य इति, तथैव मित्रस्य इति भवति। यदा कदाचित् सन्देहः भवति तथा निश्चयेन अवश्यं कुत्रचित् पुस्तकं पश्यतु अथवा जालपुटं पश्यतु, कुत्रचित् दृष्ट्वा तस्य सन्देहनिवारणं भवतु तत्र। इदानीं चतुर्थस्तम्भे इत्युक्ते इन् द कालम् 4 पदं यत् अपेक्षितमस्ति, the word expected here, that depends on understanding of some matching, right? It has to match with what is in the picture. So we have to understand a little bit. Some understanding is required. So we can't just based just on the grammar. अस्माकं व्याकरणज्ञानस्य साहाय्येन केवलम् अस्य चतुर्थस्तम्भस्य पूरणं न कर्तुं शक्यते। अत्र तृतीयस्तम्भे तु केवलं व्याकरणज्ञानस्य साहाय्येन मार्जारः तस्य षष्ठीविभक्तिरूपं भवति मार्जारस्य इति अत्र सुलभं। परन्तु चतुर्थस्तम्भे पूरणार्थं केवलं व्याकरणज्ञानं न पर्याप्तं। किम् आवश्यकं? तत्र चित्रे किम् अस्ति तद् दृष्ट्वा तत्सहाय्येन तस्य पूरणं कर्तव्यं। यथा अत्र अशोकः इति दर्शितमस्ति। अस्य नाम एषः मातामहः। ओके, अत्र मातामही अस्ति, अत्र मित्रमस्ति, अत्र अम्बा अस्ति, अत्र पुत्रः स्थितः, अत्र जनकः उपविष्टः, अत्र पुत्री किं करोति? खेलति, सखी खेलति, सख्या सह खेलति सा। किं भवति अत्र? एतद् दृष्ट्वा एव अत्र पूरणं भवति चतुर्थस्तम्भे। अत्र खगाः अथवा खगद्वयं कुत्र अस्ति? अत्र खगद्वयं कुत्र अस्ति? वृक्षे। वृक्षे किं कुर्वन्ति? वृक्षे कूजति। अत्र खगः कूजति इति द्वितीयस्तम्भे दर्शितमस्ति। खगः किं करोति? कूजति। खगस्य ध्वनिः इति अर्थः। अनन्तरं मार्जारः किं करोति? मार्जारस्य किं भवति? अत्र पुच्छं। मार्जारस्य कार्यम् अत्र किं करोति? आरोहति, वृक्षस्य उपरि आरोहति। परन्तु तस्य कार्यम् अत्र नापेक्षितं। केवलं पुच्छं, मार्जारस्य पुच्छम् अत्र न दर्शितं, परन्तु पुच्छं भवत्येव मार्जारस्य पुत्रं पुच्छम् अनन्तरं तथैव अशोकस्य कार्यम् अत्र अशोकस्य कार्यम् अनन्तरं मातामहस्य उपनेत्रं जनकस्य वार्तापत्रं मातामह्याः किम् अस्ति तस्याः हस्ते मातामही उपविष्टा किं करोति चषकः अस्ति पेयं पिबति तस्याः हस्ते चषकः अस्ति सो तस्याः चषकः अनन्तरम् अम्बा किं करोति शृणोति अम्बायाः श्रवणम् अनन्तरं पुत्रस्य प्रायः सः किमपि करोति खादति परन्तु पुत्रस्य तिष्ठति तस्य पादत्राणम् अनन्तरं बकस्य चञ्चुः अनन्तरं मित्रस्य मित्रस्यपि कार्यमस्ति अस्यापि अशोकस्य कार्यमस्ति उदञ्चनम् इति सामान्यतः एतादृशं वस्तु अस्ति चेत् साधनमस्ति चेत् उदञ्चनम् इति पात्रम् इव दृश्यते तत् उदञ्चनं यत्र जलं तस्य जलं भरणं भवति तत् उदञ्चनम् इति उच्यते मित्रस्य उदञ्चनम् अनन्तरं पुत्री सखी अत्र किमपि वक्तुं शक्यते पाञ्चालिका पादत्राणमपि अस्ति अत्रापि पादत्राणम् अस्ति तदपि सम्यक् एव अत्र पाञ्चालिका क्रीडनकम् अत्र कुत्र तस्य योग्यं भवति पदम् अत्र पाञ्चालिकपदं क्रीडनकं पदं कुत्र योग्यं भवति अस्य पुत्रस्य हस्ते पुत्रस्य सन्दर्भे पाञ्चालिकक्रीडनकम् अत्र नास्ति तदानीं तत्र पादत्राणं समीचीनं भवति अनन्तरं पाञ्चालिकाक्रीडनकं पाञ्चालिका इत्युक्ते पुत्तलिका हस्ते या पुत्तलिका अस्ति पाञ्चालिका अनन्तरं दारुमयी नारी इत्यप्युच्यते पाञ्चालिका क्रीडनकम् अत्रापि पाञ्चालिका अत्रापि क्रीडनकम् अस्ति किमपि लिखतु तत्र सख्याः पाञ्चालिका सख्याः पुत्र्याः क्रीडनकम् इति लेखितुं शक्यते तत् अस्तु प्रश्नः अस्ति अस्मिन् विषये अस्ति चेत् इदानीं पृच्छतु इफ् यु हेव् एनी क्वेश्चन्स् प्लीज आस्क ऑन दिस होमवर्क others will move ahead So मम विज्ञापनमस्ति पुनः सर्वैः दिस् इस् अ द्वितीयस्तर वर्गः वर्तते इति कारणात् सर्वैः नामपदरूपाणि ज्ञेयानि मीन्स् यू शुड नो द नामपद द विभक्तिरूपाणि अथवा all the 7 vibhaktis and 3 वचनम् त्रीणि वचनानि सप्तविभक्तयः तेषां रूपाणि अवश्यं स्मरन्तु so you should know by heart at least some basic ones as we have noted before like Rama, Hari, Pati, Guru. अत्र अकारान्त अन्तः कथं भवति एतेषां प्रातिपदिकानां तदनुगुणम् एतेषां क्रमः अत्र सूचितः अस्ति। यथा राम अकारान्त, तदनन्तरम् इ इति हरि इकारान्त, तदनन्तरं पति अपि इकारान्तः। कश्चित् भेदः अत्र वर्तते येषु विभक्तिरूपेषु बिट्वीन् दीस् टु, बोत् आर् इकारन्त, बट् देर् इस् सम् डिफरेन्स् इन् दर् actually vibhakti rupani. So we can look at those vibhakti rupani. Then sakhi also ikaranta pullinga padam, but sakhi is mitram, but it has a little bit different rupani in its vibhakti declensions. Then guru, then ikara anantaram ukaranta padam guru, antar ikaranta padam dhatru, antaram pitru गो ओकारांत पदम गो इति रूपाणि दर्शितानि। अत्र अकारांत राम हरि गुरु पितृ एते शब्दाः स्मरणीयाः सन्ति। अनन्तरम् अजन्त स्त्रीलिंग शब्दाः रमा मति नदी धेनु अपि एतानि प्रमुखपदानि सन्ति। अत्र नपुंसकलिंग अजन्त नपुंसकलिंग अथवा स्वरांत नपुंसकलिंग पदानि अपि अत्र फल इति मुख्यपदम् अस्ति। एतेषां पदानां रूपाणि अवश्यं स्मरणे भवेयुः। Now today so let's start with can somebody recite Rama? Already we know, or Rama also we can. Let's start with the Rama padasya vibhakti rupani. Can somebody recite the Rama padasya vibhakti rupani? Anyone? Vasumati begin.
Okay. Ram Ramo Ramaha Ramam Ramo Raman Rameण Ramabhyam Ramaihi Ramaya Ramabhyam Ramebhyah Ramasya Ramebhyam Ramebhi Ramasya Ramayoho Ramanam Ramasya Rame Ramayoho Rameshu He Rama He Rami He Ramah.
पुनः एकवारं
रामः रामौ रामाः रामं रामौ रामान् रामेण रामाभ्यां रामैः रामाय रामाभ्यां रामाभिः रामेभ्यः रामस्य रामात् रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः रामस्य रामयोः रामाणां रामे रामयोः रामेषु हे राम हे राम हे रामौ हे रामाः।
संबोधनं किं? हे राम
हे राम हे रामौ हे रामाः।
हे राम हे रामाः
हे रामाः
प्रथमाविभक्ति
सदृशम्।
एकवचनं भिन्नं। हे राम विसर्गः नास्ति।
आम्।
अत्र अनन्तरं सुरेश महोदय हरि शब्दः।
हरिः हरि हरयः हे हरे हे हरि हे हरयः हरिं हरि हरीन् हरिणा हरिद्यां हरिभिः हरे हरिद्यां हरिद्यः हरिः हरिद्यां हरिद्यः हरिः हर्यो हरिणां हरोः हरौ हर्योः हरिषु
अत्र केवलम् एकं वक्तुम् इच्छामि। अत्र विसर्गः अस्ति यथा अस्माभिः पठितं पूर्वं तस्य उच्चारणं हरेः तु हरेः हरेः हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः हरेः हर्योः हरीणा इति तस्य उच्चारणस्य विषये अवधानं भवेत्। न तु हरेः हरेः। अस्तु अग्रे गतसमये क्रियापदस्य विषये चर्चा प्रचलिता आसीत्. The discussion on Kriyapada. So there was some confusion. Confusion means a question. The people already about Vachana, about Kriyapada Rupani, यथा वर्तमानकाले रूपाणि कथं भवन्ति, भूतकाले रूपाणि कथं, भविष्यत्काले रूपाणि कथं, तेषां कालानां भेदः कः अत्र. रूपकाले वर्तमानकालः इति कथं कदा वक्तव्यं, भूतकाले इति कदा वक्तव्यं, भविष्यत्काले इति कदा वक्तव्यम्. अनन्तरं तव तु प्रत्ययान्तरूपाणि अपि सन्ति, यथा पठितवान्, गतवान् इति रूपाणि सन्ति. तानि रूपाणि भूतकाले प्रयोक्तव्यानि इति उच्यते. So this गतवान्, पठितवान् etc. generally said like bhutakala rupa. So then there is another bhutakala rupa like abhavat and asit, like that. So that there is a bit confusion there. That's what I understand. So why they are different, why this is like Patitavan, etc. So I would like to clarify on that first. So this one, we saw that this one little bit last time. Vakyam, collection of words arranged to convey meaningful expression. Padanam, sangrahanam. Padanam, samoha. Vakyamiti uchyate. But just not the words arranged randomly, not the random collection of words. So they have to be meaningful. The entire collection has to convey a desired meaning or the intended meaning. Then the Kriyapadam is part of that. Kartrupadam, Karmapadam, these are all for different roles. And also we saw what is a Karakam. Karakam means Kriyayaha Kriyapadasya Kriyapadam yatasti tena saha sambandha Karakam. There is a verb and the other words in that in a sentence have a relationship with that Kriyapadam that is conveyed, and that is called Karakam. Now this is a different one we saw, like Kartru Karakam, Karma Karakam, Karana Karakam, Sampradanam, Apadanam, Adhikaranam. So these are different relationships word could have in with a verb in a sentence with a Kriyapadam. So to indicate these different relationships, different affixes or vibhakti are applied, right? We have Prathama vibhakti indicating this Kartru Sambandha or agent, and Dvitiya vibhakti indicating a Karma Sambandha, and Tritiya vibhakti indicating a Karana Sambandha. Sampradanam is indicated by Chaturthi vibhakti, Apadana indicated by Panchami vibhakti, Adhikarana indicated by Saptami vibhakti. So these are the main usage of the vibhaktis. Parantu these vibhaktis are just the suffixes, right? They are the pratyaya. So these are the main usages, or you can say one of the usages to indicate the karaka. But there are other usages also for those vibhakti pratyayas when they are applied to a word. Now note that here there is no Shashti vibhakti that I mentioned. So I mentioned Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami and Saptami. There is no Shashti vibhakti that was mentioned with respect to karakas, because it is a special thing. Like karaka, Shashti Bhakti doesn't generally, and sometimes it also indicates a karaka, but generally it doesn't. It indicates a sambandha. So when we say बालकस्य पुस्तकं, so बालकस्य पुस्तकम्, अत्र बालकः इति कर्तृपदं, कर्तृपदम् is indicated by प्रथमा विभक्ति. बालकस्य पुस्तकम्, अत्र बालकस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति, बालकस्य पुस्तकम् अस्ति. In this, which is the कर्तृपदं? बालकस्य पुस्तकम् अस्ति. What is the verb here? What is the kriyapadam? Balakasya pustakam asti.
कृतपदम् अस्ति.
Asti.
अस्ति is the kadam.
Atra kartrupadam kim?
बालकस्य
पुस्तकं
बालकस्य पुस्तकम् अस्ति.
पुस्तकं
बालकस्य पुस्तकम् अस्ति. अत्र कर्तृपदम् अस्ति पुस्तकम्. अत्र क्रियापदम् अस्ति इति क्रियापदम्. सो अस्ति पदेन सह पुस्तकं पदस्य सम्बन्धः कः? कर्तृपदस्य सम्बन्धः. कर्तृकारकम् अस्ति. कर्तृ, रैट्? कर्तृ. कर्तृपदम् अत्र प्रथमविभक्ति अस्ति. अनन्तरं बालकस्य, सो हियर् बालकस्य पदस्य सम्बन्धः केन पदेन सह अस्ति? केन पदेन सह वर्तते? अत्र बालकस्य पदं सम्बन्धः केन? पुस्तकं पदस्य. सो it doesn't make sense to say balakasya asti. So we say balakasya kim asti. So balakasya pustakam asti. So balakasya is directly related with the pustakam, not with asti. Whereas pustakam is related with asti. Okay, so but if it is like a kutra asti, that is the question, like. So when we say adhikaranam is a location. पुस्तकम् अस्ति, पुस्तकम् अस्ति, अस्ति किम् अस्ति अथवा कः अस्ति? अत्र पुस्तकम् अस्ति. So question comes directly on the asti here when we say कः or किम्. Who is there? Now kutra asti, that also question comes directly on the asti or the verb. Kutra. So pustakam asti asti. Tat utpitikayam asti. Something, the answer will be there. But now kasya asti directly doesn't come on the asti, it comes on the pustakam. Balakasya pustakam. So this relationship of this shashti indicated by shashti, that is a relationship sambandha. That is a relationship. That relationship is with the pustakam. So this is balakasya pustakam asti. So that is why the shashti bhakti most of the times is not coming in the sense of karaka. So whereas because karaka we define it as a relationship with the direct relationship with the verb kriyapadam. But in some cases shashti also comes with the karaka. That is a different grammatical discussion or grammar discussion. We'll sometime later. Now pratipadikam also we saw namapadam pratipadikam vibhakti pratyaya. Namapadam equal to pratipadikam plus vibhakti pratyaya. So any shabdaha, padam, not shabdaha, padam. Now these are all technical words in Sanskritam grammar. So padam is a technical word. Padam asya padam katham bhavati asya nirmanam. Padam equal to prakritihi plus pratyaya. Prakritihi plus pratyaya. This is a general definition. Samanya vivaramasya padam asya nirmanam prakritihi plus pratyaya iti bhavati. So pratyaya vayam janimah. Pratyaya means what? Like suffix. Whereas prakritihi is raw material. Prakriti means raw material. In general also, outside the grammar also, it means Prakriti, means raw material or Mula Vastu. Prakriti. So on the Prakriti, we add a suffix or something, then to generate Pada Nirmanam Bhavati. So Prakriti, so Padam Sanskrita Bhashayam Vyakarana Shastranusaram Sanskrita Bhashayam Padam Dvividham, Dviprakarakam Padam. So there are two types. One is Nama Padam, Dvitiyam Prakaram, Dvitiya Prakara Asti Kriyapadam. Nama Padam, Kriyapadam. Nama Padam api Prakritihi plus Pratyaya iti yojanena Nama Padasya Nirmanam Bhavati. Kriyapada Vishaye api Prakritihi plus Pratyaya iti yojanena Nirmanam Bhavati. अत्र नामपदस्य विषये कथं निर्माणं नामपदं तत्र प्रकृतिः भवति प्रातिपदिकं तत्र मूलवस्तु भवति प्रातिपदिकं तदनन्तरं विभक्तिप्रत्ययस्य योजनेन नामपदस्य निर्माणं भवति नामपदस्य इत्युक्ते प्रातिपदिकं भवति यथा राम इति प्रातिपदिकं मूलवस्तु राम प्रकृतिः प्लस् विभक्तिप्रत्ययः यथा एकविंशति विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः सन्ति 21 विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः तस्य तेषु एकस्य प्रत्ययस्य योजनेन राम प्लस प्रथम विभक्ति एकवचने एकः विभक्ति प्रत्ययः अस्ति फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से इट इज विसर्ग सो इट बिकम्स रामः अनन्तरं द्वितीय विभक्ति प्रत्ययः अस्ति औ रामौ तथा रामौ भवति अनन्तरं द्विवचन प्रत्यय अनन्तरं बहुवचन प्रत्ययः भवति आहा रामाः इति तस्य रूपनिर्माणं भवति तथैव क्रियापदस्य विषये अपि क्रियापदम् अपि प्रकृतिः मूलवस्तु आवश्यकम् अनन्तरं प्रत्ययः विभक्तिप्रत्ययः अपि तत्र आवश्यकः तत्र प्रातिपदिकं भवति धातुः क्रियापदविषये प्रातिपदिकमिति नास्ति तत्र किमुच्यते धातुः प्रकृतिः भवति धातुः क्रियापदम् इक्वल टू क्रियापदम् इक्वल टू धातुः प्लस धातुः अत्र प्रकृतिः प्लस तत्र विभक्तिप्रत्ययः भवति 18 विभक्तिप्रत्ययाः सन्ति तत्र ते तिङ् प्रत्ययः इति उच्यन्ते तत्र तिङ् so there are 18 ting pratyayas so one of them gets applied to this dhatu and then kriyapadasya nirmanam bhavati yatha udaharanartham gacchati tatra gam iti dhatuh tat prakritihi anantaram gam plus one of the ting pratyaya depending on the kala and vachanam and purusha so gacchati गच्छतः गच्छन्ति इत्यादि रूपाणि तत्र भवन्ति सो अत्र क्रियापदस्य विषये मूलवस्तु अथवा प्रकृतिः धातुः अनन्तरं प्रत्ययस्य नाम तिङ् सो द क्रियापदम् इज आल्सो कॉल्ड तिङन्तपदम् so this you should know whenever somebody says so sometimes you might hear tiङanta Tingantapadam. So what is Tingantapadam? It's nothing but a Kriya Padam in the final form. So one of the final forms like Gacchati or Gamishyati, Gamishyataha, Gamishyanti, Gacchet, Gacchatu, Gacchata, Gacchantu, any of those, that is a Tingantapadam. Because that is made of, how it is made, tasya nirmanam katham abhavat, dhatuhu plus ting pratyaya. So ting pratyaya is a group of set of pratyayas. It is not one single pratyaya. So this is one set of pratyayas. So out of that set, one of them gets applied depending on what we want to say, depending on the tense, purusha and vachanam. Similarly, in the Namapadam case, is Pratipadikam plus Vibhakti Pratyaya. This Vibhakti Pratyaya set is called Sup Pratyaya. Sup set. Subset of Pratyayas. So the final form is called Subanta. So Namapadam is also called Subanta Padam. The final usable Namapadam form is also called Subanta Padam. Iti uchyate. Kimartham Sup iti pratyaya tatra ante dushyate. Tasya pratipadikam plus sup iti vibhakti pratyaya asti tatra. So Namapadam.
What is an example of the Subanta?
So any of those 21, any of those like Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, any of like Gacchati, Gacchato, Gacchata, Gamishati, any of them can be called Tiganta. So similarly, any word which is usable, any Namapadam which is usable form, Ramaha, Ramo, Balaka, Balaka, Nadi, Nadyam, Nadhyaha, etc. Anything else is.
So what is the difference between the Tinganta and the Subanta? Is it the Tinganta has to do with the Kriya Padam and Subanta has to do with the Nama Padam.
Subanta is a Namapadam, Tinganta is a Kriya Padam.
Okay, but the pratyayas we are using are the same or different?
Different.
Yeah, okay.
So here the Namapadam set of sub pratyayas are used, they are different. And in case of Kriya Padam, to make a Kriya Padam, the Moola Padam is Dhatu, we start with a Dhatu, like Gam, for example, we said. Then we add one other thing, Pratyayas, which are different than the sub. And then Gacchati, Gacchata, Gamishati, etc. are derived.
Okay.
Sir, one doubt. This you explained about ting and soup. Why these peculiar words are given for, sir? Why tid? How the word tid comes? How the word ting? How the word soup? I don't still understand.
Yeah, uttama prashna. The soup. So these are basically depending on Paniniya grammar. So these are not like there are no other reason like a natural reason. You see, these are grammatical terms. In a Panini has used these pratyayas to attach them to pratipadikam or dhatu. So in his list of pratyayas, he uses for the 21 vibhakti pratyayas, pratama vibhakti ekavachanam, starting from there. So saptami vibhakti bahuvachana paryantam. So there are 21, right? 3 columns and 7 rows. So there are 21 positions are there. For each one of them, he has defined a pratyaya. So taking the Moola Padam or Pratipadikam Rama, so if you want to derive Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachanam, so then we will have to look at the list of the pratyayas he has given for those 21 positions. And Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachanam, so what pratyaya he has given, we will have to pick and then attach it. And it is not straightforward like that. So because, for example, Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachanam from Rama is Ramat. For Hari it is Harehe, right? So they are not similar. But he is Paninehe, what pratyayas are given, they are same for all the Namapadas, whether it is Pullinga, Strilinga, Ikaranta, Karanta, everything it is same. So how does this same same Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachana pratyaya he defines, he lists there, how does it change for these 2 different words, like Rama becomes Ramat, Hari becomes Harehe? How is it possible? Because he himself has defined some steps. If it is Akaranta Pullinga, you follow these steps. If it is Ikaranta Pullinga, you follow these steps. So this is the starting point. From this starting point, to derive the final form, usable form, so there are steps are there. That is why the purpose of the study of the grammar. This is called prakriya or process of the steps. However, your question here is, main question is, why it is called sup? Because the original or the primary list before the processing happens, the first original list what it gives pratyaya, the very pratama vibhakti ekavachanam starts with su, okay? And saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam ends with pa. Okay? So it is like su aujas, am aujas, so like that. There are 21 pratyas are there. So the first one starts with su, and saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam ends with pa actually. So this is like a short form, like su to pa is sup. Acronym, short form is acronym. So these 21 pratyayas which are starting with su, ending with pa, together they are called, that set is called sup. So that is why we just call all the namapadams, they end with one of these supratyayas. Supratyaya means one of the pratyayas which are in this group, which start with su, ends with pa for saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam. Does that help? Karta?
Yes, I am slowly understanding that concept.
So, to derive any of these 21 rupas, 21 forms, you apply one of these pratyayas which are enclosed between su and pa. It is not a single, it is just an acronym. It is not a single pratyaya.
What about subanta? When we say subanta, is that also a set? Subanta means?
Which one?
Subanta.
No. Subanta is like the word which ends in a supratyaya.
It's a subanta. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Like for example, for everybody who is born in Bharat is called Bharatiya, right? So it's like subanta is anything which ends in supratyaya. Anta means ending, right? Sup anta.
Okay, supanta will become subanta. I see. Okay, right.
Sorry, I didn't explain that. Sup plus anta. So anything that ends in one of the supratyayas, which are like 21 in number total, right? So that is a subanta. Subanta is any namapada becomes a subanta now.
Okay.
In case of Rama, this Prathama is only ma, where su comes. Su Prathama
Vibhakti.
This su comes from which thing? Su doesn't
from
come
the
as
Prathama Vibhakti. Starting with su and ending in pa, he said, right? So the whole category from.
Yeah. So Lakshmikant Mohad, what is the question? Su is Prathama Vibhakti ekavachanam.
So Rama, there is nothing else su like this in Rama.
Yeah, that is why then we need to dive into the process steps. So it starts with Rama. First step in deriving Rama is Rama plus su. Rama. This is a Prathama Vibhakti ekavachana pratyaya as per Panini.
Panini, acha.
So then, how does it become Rama? That is the study of grammar.
Acha.
So still here.
The derivation, how was it derived? Can you just show for just one word, Rama plus su? So we have an idea of how it becomes Rama.
Okay, so I remember it. That's why I can show it. I don't remember all the derivations here.
Can I?
No.
Can I? Vivekananda, Hari Om. Ramaha Pratipadika Yoga Sum plus Sum. Can you write it down on the screen, please? Rama add sum.
What is sum?
That is the Pratama Vibhakti questioner. Right. Now we can now to remove the nasal and the u from there, and we can use Upadesha Janyanasika it, and then we're left with Halanta sa.
Good.
When you
so
write it so they can form.
Yeah, so here note that this is just not su, it is sum. It is a Anunasika.
Yeah.
So then this u and Anunasika goes away. There is a sutram, that is what Vivekananda is saying, Upadesha Chanunasika it. So that changes to Rama plus sa.
Right. And then now we have another sutra, Jasha Jaso Ru. So the su, that Halanta sa becomes a rung. Right. So we use back the same sutra in Upadesha. Upadesha is a grammatical rule of Panini. We use the same sutra to remove that ung again. And we have a ra, or refa, left there. Now, all of the sutras from the Assadhyayi comes in and look at the refa. Oh, I can't do that. Then one jumps out and say, hey, are you a ra? He say, yes, I am a ra, but I can't go any further. I have a asana here, I have a stop. I can't go any further. Then another sutra jumps out from the Assadhyayi. Kara is, oh, he said, are you a Kara sung? Kapa chata ta chata tau kapa shasha sa. He said, yeah, I'm one of those. Then he said, oh, then I have to change you now into a Visarga. And that sutra is Kara Avasana Vasarjaniya. So that Ra becomes a Visarga, and that's the end of it. Thank you very much.
So this is one of the simple derivations, but if you look at other like Halanta Padam, etc., it becomes a little more steps are needed. So Rama, Su, as you know, this changes to Sa, Ru, Sasajishoruhu, that comes here, and then this Karavsarjanayoho, then another one changing to Rama. Rama, yeah, so let's not go more into it. Okay. Similarly, what happens with Dhatu plus Ting? So Ting here, coming back to Karta now there. Ting, this is also same. In that 18 vibhakti is T, first one starts with T, last one ends with Na. For the set of that. So that's why whichever ends, whatever all the words ending with this, one of these Ting Pratyayas is called Tinganta. So all the Kriya Padams are Tinganta Padani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody going back to mute again, please?
In fact, I had the same doubt for why we call lead, lud, lug, lung, lung, log. All these I had specific doubt why all these peculiar names are from.
Yeah, these lat, these are also suffixes only, but these have a different meanings and definitions. But this require a lot of. This is more of a grammar thing, but these are not like a set of pratyas. These are lat is one pratyaya, lung is one pratyaya.
Yeah, let its present tense be. It is represent present tense. Why to represent the present tense? Why we call lead? That's my basic doubt.
So there is no specific reason given. These are the ones which are used by Panini, and probably these were there before Panini used it in his Ashtadhyayi.
You have to just understand and back up that rules. That's all.
Astu. So here now, coming back to our main Vishaya. नामपदस्य विषये प्रायः इदानीम् अवगतम् अस्ति सर्वैः। तस्य अर्थः नामपदस्य विभक्तिरूपाणि इति, तस्य अर्थः का, विभक्तिरूपाणि कथं भवन्ति, कथम् इत्युक्ते तस्य व्याकरणप्रक्रिया न, परन्तु विभक्ति प्रत्ययाः कस्मिन् अर्थे तस्य प्रयोगः भवति, तथा कारकार्थे कर्तृपदं कर्मपदम् इत्यादि द्योतयितुं सूचयितुं तस्य प्रयोगः भवति। अनन्तरं क्रियापदस्य तिङन्तपदानां प्रयोगः कदा भवति, क्रियावाचकपदानि सन्ति क्रियायाः सूचनार्थं, यथा गच्छति खादति, खादनक्रिया क्रियां सूचयति खादति इति। कश्चित् खादनं करोति सः खादति, कश्चित् पिबति सः पानक्रियां करोति पिबति, तत्र कश्चित् खेलनं करोति सः खेलति इति भिन्न भिन्न क्रिया सूचकपदानि भवन्ति। तेषां भिन्न भिन्न कालार्थे भिन्न भिन्न रूपाणि भवन्ति क्रियापदानाम्। Okay, so this is very important. Just try to understand this. It's not that difficult. So, Sanskrit bhashayaam dasha lakarani santi. There are 10 lakaras. So, this generally in English we can call it tenses and moods. So, some lakaras, dasha lakareshu केचन लकाराः कालं सूचयन्ति, means they indicate the kala. अन्ये यथा गच्छतु, खादतु, गच्छेत्. So these are like moods, right? They are not exactly kala. So the kriya is not related to a kala there. So like imperative. So what are these lakaras? Tenses and moods. So these are listed here. Lat lakaraha, lang lakaraha, lung lakaraha, lit lakaraha, rit lakaraha, lut lakaraha, lot lakaraha, vidhiling lakaraha, ashirling lakaraha, तथा अंतिम lakaraha, ring lakaraha. Note that lat is the only one. एक एव अत्र वर्तमानकालार्थक लकारः वर्तते अत्र. Only one lakara indicating the वर्तमानकाल, present tense. For भूतकाल, भूतकालार्थे कति लकाराः सन्ति? त्रय लकाराः, 3 lakaras, which are the लङ् लकारः, अनन्तरं लुङ् लकारः तथा लिट् लकारः. There are 3 lakaras. So these are technically they are to be used in different situations. Because there are 3 different forms, there has to be some meaning for that. Why there are 3? किमर्थं सन्ति त्रयः लकाराः? तेषां प्रयोजनं किं? लङ् लकारः अनद्यतनलकारः इत्युच्यते. अनद्यतन मीन्स क्रिया यदि अद्यतनकाले न भवति चेत्, क्रिया कदा भवति? प्राक्तनकाले. अद्यतनकाले न. It doesn't happen today. It happened not today. It happened previously. That is indicated by the लङ् लकारः. उदाहरणम् अत्र अस्ति अगच्छत्. That अगच्छत्, अखादत्. What are the other examples? अपठत् इत्यादीनि रूपाणि सन्ति. तानि सर्वाणि लङ् लकार रूपाणि. अनन्तरं another one, अपरः लकारः अस्ति लुङ् लकारः. लुङ् लकारस्य प्रयोगः कदा? सामान्य भूतकाल इति उच्यते. लङ् लकारः आसीत् अनद्यतन भूतकालः, not today. अनन्तरं सामान्य भूतकाल लुङ्. And this is just general. It could be today, yesterday, anything. सामान्य भूतकाल. उदाहरणमस्ति आगमत्. akhadit. So here it is agachat in this lang lakara, khada bhavati akhadat. Then agamat in the lung lakara, khada bhavati akhadit. Like this, there are some changes there. Then the tritiyaha lakara, bhutakalarthakaha, lit lakara. This is paroksha bhutakala ityuchyate. Paroksha ityuchyam, out of sight. It did not happen in front of our eyes. Pratyakshe nasti, parokshe asti. Parokshe bhavati, athva parokshe abhavat bhutakale, iti paroksha bhutakalaha, lit lakarasya prayojanam. Udaharanamatra, same, taking the same kriya. Present lat lakare vartamana kale asid gacchati, anadyatana bhutakale agachat, anantaram लुंग लकारे साधारण भूतकाले सामान्य भूतकाले अगमत् अनन्तरं परोक्ष भूतकाले लिट् लकारे जगाम ददर्श इति चखाद इत्यादीनि रूपाणि सन्ति। अनन्तरं त्रयः लकाराः भूतकालार्थकाः भविष्यत्कालार्थकाः द्वौ लकारौ, two lakaras indicating future tense. One is लृट् लकारः सामान्य भूतका सामान्य भविष्यत्कालः लृट् लकारः यथा गमिष्यति। एतानि रूपाणि प्रायशः वयं प्रयोगे तस्य प्रयोगः भवति। सामान्यतः गमिष्यति, खादिष्यति, मेलिष्यति, लेखिष्यति. So these are generally we use. Bhavishyati, patishyati. There is another one also. Anadyatana bhavishyat kalaha. That is not today, happening tomorrow or later. That is called lut lakara. Lrit and lut. Lit is samanya bhavishyat kalaha. Then there is lut, which is anadyatana bhavishyat kalaha. Udaharanartham atra same. Taking gam example. Gamana kriyatra ganta. Ganta means goes in future. He goes in future. He will go, but not today. Maybe tomorrow, day after, etc. To indicate that ganta. Similarly, we have like khadita, patita, etc. The other forms for other kriyas also. So note that the trayah lakaraha and dvau lakaro bhavishyat kale, trayah lakaraha bhut kale, atra uktaha santi संस्कृत भाषायां, परंतु तेषां प्रयोगः सामान्यतः तथा तत्र नियमेन न भवति। तत्र विकल्पेन प्रयोगः दृश्यते। यथा यत्र लङ् लकार अद्यतन कार्यं भवति भूतकाले, then generally we should not use अनद्यतन भूतकाल अगच्छत् पठत् इति। तत्र व्याकरणे तथा अस्ति, परन्तु तथा सामान्यतः प्रयोगे साहित्ये तथा नास्ति. These are used interchangeably. Mostly these two, लङ् and लुङ्, where अनद्यतन भूतकाल तत्र अगमत् साधारण भूतकाल. But where there is agachat, agamat, these are used interchangeably. Lit also sometimes we find it interchangeably, but lit is mostly used for paroksha bhutakala, jagama. Similarly, for the future tense also, there are dvau lakaro, but etani rupani api vikalpena sarvatra prayogah drishyate tasya teshamapi. Tatra gamishyati, gantayati, ganta, kadita, patita, bhavita.
What did you mean by paroksha?
Paroksha is out of pratyaksham nasti. What you know pratyaksham?
Indirect.
Pratyaksham.
Direct.
No, aksham. Akshi means what? Akshi.
Akshi is I, right?
Yeah, akshi. So pratyaksha. Prati means in front of, right? In front of our eyes is pratyaksham.
Outside, can we say?
Paroksha is tasya viruddham.
Okay.
Can we say inside?
Yeah, okay, inside, out of sight, yeah.
Aparoksha is out of sight.
Aparoksha is pratyaksha. Paroksha is out of sight. Aparoksha is again negative of negative, right?
Aparoksha is away from sight. Aparoksha is away from sight. Not
no.
seen.
Aparoksha is pratyaksha. Paroksha is away from sight, right?
So aparoksha will be the opposite.
Yeah, aparoksha is away of sight, opposite of away of sight, right? That is again pratyaksha.
Okay.
So pratyaksha is aparoksha.
So you use the word paroksha for the past tense, out of sight.
Lit lakara.
Yeah. Paroksha, I forgot what is the other term you used?
Pratyaksha.
Can we call this a direct and indirect speech?
No. These are not speeches. These are the verb tenses. So प्रयोगे वाक्ये उदाहरणं किं भवति अत्र वर्तमानकालस्य उदाहरणं बालकः गच्छति. तो बालकः गच्छति कुत्र गच्छति देवालयं गच्छति बालकः देवालयं गच्छति इति तस्य उदाहरणं लट्लकारस्य उदाहरणम्. अनन्तरं बालकः देवालयम् अगच्छत्. तो बालकः देवालयम् अगच्छत् अत्र क्रिया कदा भवति अनद्यतने. अद्य इत्युक्ते किम् अद्य टुडे. अद्य इस् टुडे. If it is not happening today, it happened yesterday or some other day. That is anadyatana. That is agachat. Balakah devalayam agachat. Prayah balakah devalayam kada agachat. Yaha agachat. Parahyah agachat. Praparahyah agachat. Gata saptahya agachat. Gata masya agachat. So to indicate anadyatana, so generally technically we should use this lang lakara. But if it is happening for generally samanya, it could happen yesterday, day before, in the past, also today, then we technically we should use agamat. Balakah adya devalayam agamat. So today if I went to devalaya, so I would say aham adya devalayam agamam. Not agacham. Aham yaha devalayam agacham. Aham adya devalayam agamam. So these are technically, that is how by rule it should be used, but we do not generally find this rule followed in general. So it is like any other language. We just, like in English also, we just generally say I went there yesterday, I went there today. So even if I say aham adya devalayam agacham, that is not wrong. It's accepted. Same thing with the future tense. Bhavishyat kale. Sorry, what about this example? Lit lakara prayogah. Lit lakara prayogah katham bhavati? Aham atva balakah devalayam jagama. Jagama is he went, but as a vakta, as a person there saying this, balaka devalayam jagama, I did not see him going. I did not, it happened not in front of my eyes. Or somebody told me that he went to Devalaya. Balaka Devalayam Jagama. So that can be done. Okay. Then Bhavishyat Kala Lakarau Dvau. लुट् लकार उदाहरणं गमिष्यति. दिस् इस् अ सामान्य भविष्यत्काल. उदाहरणम् अस्ति अहं देवालयं गमिष्यामि अथवा बालकः देवालयं गमिष्यति. बालकः अद्य गमिष्यति, श्वः गमिष्यति, अद्यापि गन्तुं शक्यते, अद्यापि गमिष्यति, सायंकाले गमिष्यति, अद्य सायंकाले देवालयं गमिष्यति. देन् द्वितीयं रूपम् अस्ति लुट् रूपं गन्ता. बालकः देवालयं गन्ता. तत्तु प्रायः नियमरीत्या अत्र नाट् टुडे. बालकः देवालयं श्वः गन्ता. अथवा इफ् ऐ एम् गोयिङ्ग् देर् इस् अ गन्तास्मि. फार् अहम् इट् बिकम्स् गन्तास्मि. अहं देवालयं श्वः गन्तास्मि. अहं देवालयं सोमवासरे गन्तास्मि. Means I will go to the temple on Monday in future. So this is a by rule they are like that, but if you just interchange it, if you obviously can use Gamishyati because that is general Samanya Bhavishyat Kala. But Ganta also, if you use it for today, it is not incorrect, it is okay. Aham adya devalayam ganta shadvadane. Aham gantasmi, sir, gantasmi shadvadane. Balakah shadvadane ganta, etc. So, other than these, kala suchaka lakaraha. Question, prashna?
It is like I will be going tomorrow, like this, Ganta?
Yeah, Ganta. No, tomorrow you have to add. It can be tomorrow. It just means not today. It doesn't mean tomorrow. Anadyatana. Anadyatana bhavishyat kala lut. So if when you want to go, you have to add it. Shvaha, Parashvaha, Somavasare, Agrima Saptahe, Agrima Mase, all those have to add. Okay, so Shad Lakaraha, Kala Suchaka Lakaraha, Idanimatra, Anya Lakaraha Santi, Lot Lakaraha, Etatvayam Janinaha, Gachatu, Patatu, Khadatu, etc. Very useful. Order, request, etc. Order, prarthana, ajna, prarthana, and also wish. For all that, gachatu, this lot lakara is used. This is one example. Udaharanam asti atra gachatu. Balaka devalayam gachatu. That means, so it could be either way. It depends on the context, sandarbhanugunam. It could be a prarthana or ajna or ichha, wish. Order. The next one is vidhiling. Vidhiling udaharanam asti atra gachet. Atrapi vidhiling can also be used in ajna, prarthana, parantu maybe also. There is one more called maybe. So suppose somebody has put like a pustakam on the edge of a table. So we can say, oh, pustakam patet. It might fall. Pustakam patetataha. So that it might fall down. But sometimes it also means balaka gachet devalayam. So you should go. It also means your vidhi. Here is your vidhi. Vidhi means vidhanam karoti. Vidhanam means order. Vidhanam karoti iti vidhiling. But sometimes it also used in the maybe kind of thing. Sambhavanarthe. Balakha pathet pustakam. So he might read the book. That also can be used. Sandarbham anusrutya sandarbham drushtva tasya arthaha bhavati tatra. Then we have ashirling rupam.
Sir, sir, for Gachet, what is Uttama Purusha? How to use Gachet? I may go tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, those will come. I mean, Gachet, Gachetam, Gacheyo, Gache, Gachetam, Gacheta, Gacheyam, Gacheva, Gachema. So we have Gacheyam.
Gacheyam.
So now the next one is Ashirling. Ashirling is Gamyat. So Gamyat, Bhuyat, Bhuyat Sada Mangalam, so like that. Atra Ashirling is also a ling, type of ling. Ashirling is heavy wish or not easily obtainable wish. That is Ashirling. It is not easily, it happens. It is difficult to attain it. That's Ashirling. And some serious work is needed, some तत्र कार्यम् आवश्यकं भवति सुलभतया न लभ्यते तत्र आशीर्लिङ्ग् यथा भूयात् सदा मङ्गलं मङ्गलं सदा भूयात् इति तत्र आशीर्वादः इति नास्ति आशीर्वादस्य विषये आशीर्लिङ्ग् भवति तथा नास्ति आशीः इत्युक्ते विश् एव विश् इति आशीः इच्छा उत्कटेच्छा भवति आशीः परन्तु आशीर्लिङ्ग् प्रयोगः यत्र सामान्य सुलभतया तत्र प्राप्तिः न भवति तस्य परिणामः न भवति तथा आशीर्लिङ्ग् यथा भूयात् सदा मङ्गलं तत्र मङ्गलं भवेत् इति आशा तत् मङ्गलं तस्य सिद्धिः सुलभा नास्ति तत्र परीक्षायाम् उत्तीर्णः भूयात् इति तस्य आशीर्लिङ्ग् तत्र आशीर्लिङ्ग् तत्र
It is like Ashirvad, giving Ashirvad.
I said it is not Ashirvad. I already said that. No. Ashirvada is different.
From the word Ashaya?
Yeah, Ashaya. It is Ashaya wish. It is a wish. In Ashirvada also wish is involved. But don't confuse this with like a regular Ashirvada. Somebody touches your feet and you do Ashirvada, then this Ashirling has to be used. No.
The Ashaya is desire, is it?
Ashirvada wish. So any kind of Ashi wish, we can use Ashirling. And Ashirvada, during Ashirvada also we are wishing that person that something good should happen to you, something like that. So that is there also Ashirling can be used. So just Ashihi means Ashihi means wish, Ichcha. But generally how it is defined is that effect of that Ashihi is not easily siddhi na bhavati tasya. Okay. Because there are so many factors are involved. That is the technical definition. But again, if you use this Ashirling form in place of Vidhiling, it is not incorrect. That is fine. Or where Ashirling has to be used, Vidhiling is used, it is not incorrect. It is fine. It's okay. But technically it is defined, Ashirling is used where the effect of that Kriya is not easily obtainable. Siddhi nasti tasya prapti. So, okay, then condition.
Yeah. You said it is not easily obtainable. In that, in the Sanskrit song by M.S. Subbalakshmi, Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam. Is that that Bhuyat only? This is Ashirling over there?
Yeah, Ashirling, yes, Bhuyat.
Okay. But that sounded more like giving Ashirvad, like Shreyo Bhuyat Sakala Jananam.
Right, it is a wish, right? It is a wish.
Wish, yes.
Wish, but as I said, it can be if it is used interchangeably, these over the time these have become like interchangeable. So technically they are like, but even in that case, sarve jana shreyo bhuyat.
Yes.
So that is a wish, but it doesn't happen, right? Like generally.
No, it is very difficult.
Just I wish, that doesn't mean that everybody immediately gets it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it depends on so many factors. Everybody has to work towards it, and daiva anukula bhavet. So, so everything has to happen.
I just remembered that song.
Yeah. Conditional impossible, the last one, lung. Agamishat. उदाहरणम् अत्र गमनक्रियायाः अत्र लृङ् लकारे रूपमस्ति अगमिष्यत्. Agamishat. This is a very special rupam, and we should use it often. Most of the usages we have forgotten it.
How would we use that in a sentence? Agamishat. You could have. I could have come.
Correct.
So how would I say I could have come?
Aham vargam agamishyam. So here it is agamishyati if somebody third person doing it. Like balakaha devalayam agamishyat.
Could have come to the temple. Okay.
Right. Could have come or could have gone. Agamishyat. Balakaha devalayam agamishyat. Balaka might have gone, could have gone to the temple, but he couldn't. This is very important here. He could have means we know that it is impossible. Then only this can be used. He could have come. He could have gone to the school if he was not sick. But he is sick. We know that. Then he is.
Agamishyat sounds like future tense, Bhavishyakala, but here we are saying it is Bhutakala.
Yeah, it sounds, but with the prefix a.
Okay.
Right? In Bhavishyat Kala, form is Gamishyati, right?
Right.
In Sanskritam Lung Lakara, tasya nirmanam katham bhavati, tasya rupam sulabam asti, vastutah. So, yadi asmakam lut lakarasya rupasya jnanam asti, atra Gamishyati iti rupam asti, anantaram agachat iti lang lakarasya jnanam asti, lang lakarasya rupam agachat. अत्र किं करणीयं सुलभं लृङ् लकारस्य रूपं तस्य सर्वदा कथं भवति अत्र अ इति संयोजनं करोतु अ इति अकारः सर्वदा कुत्र भवति लङ् लकारे पूर्वं भवति अकार अ अनन्तरम् अन्तिमवर्णः ति इति अस्य निष्कास्य त इति योजयत् त इति अन्तिम अत्र वर्णः अस्ति तत्र अत्र अगमिष्यत् भवति. सो मध्यभागः अत्र लृट् लकारस्य रूपं भवति. गमिष्यति अत्र गमिष्य इति भागः भवति. अनन्तरम् आदौ तथा अन्ते लङ् लकारस्य रूपं भवति. आदौ तथा अन्ते लङ् लकारस्य प्रथमवर्णः अन्तिमवर्णः अ तथा त. So agamishyat iti bhavati. Okay.
Okay.
तत्र केवलं भविष्यत्काल नास्ति, भविष्यत्काल रूपं नास्ति. अत्र भविष्यत्काल प्लस लङ् लकारस्य आदिवर्णः तथा अन्त्यवर्णः agamishyat iti. So it's a mixture. So see how that form itself indicates, so that it is like a future and present, but it is not happening. It's a mixture, so it is sandeha, something like that, but it is an impossible karya. So Saha Balakah Devalayam Agamishyat. So you can use it independently also to indicate that the Balaka did not go to the temple, but he could have gone to the temple. No? So that is one kind of usage. Or you can use it with Yadi, using Yadi also. Balakah Devalayam Agamishyat. Yadi Saha Rogi na bhavat. For example, yadi tasya rogaha na bhavat. If he had no disease, he could have gone to the temple. So, but that is karanam is not necessary. So you can just use it agameshyat as it is, or any like the Sring Lakara Rupam without the reason. But you should the main thing is underlining here that karyam is not going to happen. The balaka will not be able to go to the school. So balakah deva shalam na agamishyat. He couldn't have gone. Balakah devalayam shalam agamishyat. He could have gone, but we know that he has not gone or he will not go.
Agamishyat Mhoday, future, I mean future asti, I mean bhavishyat kalah asti. So how could he not have gone? How can you say that?
Yeah, bhavishyat is not bhavishyat kala. It is just a possibility, right?
Oh, okay.
It is just a possibility which could have happened any time. Right? And to negate that, to say that we are saying, not to negate, to say that that was not possible. You could have done.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't understand your question. How to say it to come in past? I didn't understand the question. How to say it to come in past? Means how to say he came in fast? Huh?
Yes, because gachati is to go and agachati is to come. But here gachati is agachat. You write an before gachati, you know. Then
so
how to say? Yes, that's because the How do you say I came in?
Okay. Yeah. So here in Vartamana Kale, gachati goes, agachati comes. So now, but in Bhuta Kala, Lang Lakare, agachat went. Now how to say he came? Now here in Vartaman there are upasarga. So the upasarga is a here. Upasarga is a prefix, which is different than this a. This is different. This a coming before your gachat is for Lang Lakara, to indicate the past tense. But a is nothing to do with the tense. A is a upasarga which can be applied in any tense, in any of these, any of the 10 lakaras. Now gachati, if you add a as a upasarga is a prefix, then becomes agachati, changing the meaning of the kriya. So gachati goes, agachati comes. So agachat went. Now to make this agachati to bhutakala, lang lakara, so first we have to take the lang lakara rupam of the dhatu without the upasarga. So remove that agachati in the a, remove that a, and just take the gacha part and then form this रूपं फस्ट् अस्य रूपस्य निष्पत्ति निर्माणं भवति अनन्तरं देन् यू एड द उपसर्ग टू इट. So then it becomes
thank you. Yes, thank you.
Plus agachat. This you know, right? What is this? As per the Sandhi rules, agachat. A plus agachat, agachat. So for he came, this becomes agachat. So I came, agacham.
Thank you.
So now, लकारः अत्र लकारस्य लट् लकारस्य रूपाणि अत्र सन्ति. धातुः अस्ति गम् धातु पठ् धातुः अत्र पठ् धातोः लट् लकार वर्तमानकालस्य कोष्ठकः अत्र अस्ति. प्रथमपुरुषे त्रीणि रूपाणि, मध्यमपुरुषस्य त्रीणि रूपाणि, उत्तमपुरुषस्य त्रीणि रूपाणि. प्रथमपुरुषे पठति पठता पठन्ति, मध्यमपुरुषस्य पठसि पठता पठता पठामि पठावः पठामः. आहत्य नवरूपाणि. Here this purusha is basically like a vibhakti pratyaya, right? So in the namapadasya vishaye vibhakti pratyaya was the suffix, and here the purusha is basically the suffix. But there is a vachanam here. Just like the namapadam, there are 3 columns, here are 3 columns. But there vibhakti pratyaya was there, here it is a purusha. Basically this is a vibhakti pratyaya only. But different ones applicable only for the dhatus. So lat lakarasya vishaye path dhatuh asya navarupani atra. So note that this kind of table will be formed. This kind of table means having navarupani, 9 forms for each dhatu will be formed for each of these lakaras. Okay? For lat lakara, there will be navarupani of the pat dhatu, of one dhatu, we are talking one dhatu, right? And then for lang lakarasya navarupani bhavanti. Similarly, lung lakarasya navarupani, lit lakarasya navarupani, lit nama, lot nama, vidhiling nama, ashiling nama, lung nama. Iti navarupani santi. But there is another twist also here. There is something called prayoga. Prayoga is voice or active voice and passive voice. Right? So in the active voice we have kartari prayoga, and karmani prayoga we have passive. We have karmani prayoga. So we have 2 types of prayoga basically, kartari prayoga and karmani prayoga, active and passive voice. So each one of them will have again 9. So like kartari prayoga, lat lakara, one dhatu will have these 9 forms. And similarly, lat lakara, pat dhatu, karmani prayoga will have these 9 forms. Similarly, for every lakara, in each of the prayoga, like kartari prayoga, karmani prayoga, will have 9 forms. So that table will be there because of the vachana and purusha. Okay, because every dhatu can be used in both the voices, kartari prayoga api, karmani prayoga api, passive voice also, right? But just to be technically correct, the prayoga, kartari prayoga is fine. Kartari prayoga means general active voice, saha patati, saha pustakam patati, etc. But karmani prayoga, passive voice, and there is also another prayoga called bhave prayoga. So basically these are similar, just the name and difference in the name, because कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्मपदस्य कर्मपदम् अपेक्षितमस्ति, भावे प्रयोगे कर्मपदं न भवति। यथा कर्मणि प्रयोगे is used, कर्मणि प्रयोग कर्मणि रूपाणि can be available, they are available only for sakarmaka dhatus. So pat is a sakarmaka dhatu, transitive verb sakarmaka dhatu, like pustakam patati, kim patati, pustakam patati. So the passive forms of pat dhatu, they are called karmani forms, karmani prayoga. And if the dhatu is akarmaka, intransitive, like dhavati, hasati, khelati, etc. So their passive forms are called bhave prayoga, the usage actually. But the rupa, the forms are similar. For example, here in the pathyate, right. So we say pathyate, this is the karmani rupam, kasya path dhatoho lat lakare prathama purusha ekavachanam karmani rupam. Whether it is bhave rupam, no, because it is a transitive verb. But if it is an intransitive verb, like what? Hasati. So hasyate. So this is, see, they are similar, pathyate, hasyate, but just because this is a transitive verb, we call it karmani prayoga, or karmani rupamatra, karmani prayoga, usage is karmani, and this is bhave prayoga. But the forms are similar, pathyate, hasyate, bhuyate, etc. So now the question was
one question.
Yeah.
Again, the difference between karmani and bhave, prayoga. Karmani is when something is being done on an object.
Correct.
And bhave is on oneself.
Yeah, correct. Oneself only, because oneself means, because if aham hasami means what? I am laughing, and that laughing is not happening on anywhere, anything. Like I am just laughing.
Hasyate can also mean laughable.
No, not laughable. Maya hasyate means
Maya hasyate.
Laughing is being done by me, like that.
By me, okay. Okay, got it. Thank you.
So I think atra viramamah adya. So because the next thing I wanted to explain the difference between the bhutakala atra, what we saw, either one of the bhutakala lakaras, that is lung, especially lung, what we generally know, agachat, apatam, apatat, etc. And then the tavatu pratyayanta rupam, yatha patitavan, patitavati, etc. So that was a bit confusion, I think, last time. When to use that, when to use this, what is the difference, that bhutakala and this bhutakala, because we keep on saying that patitavati, patitavan is also bhutakala, this is also bhutakala. So apatat, apatam is also bhutakala. So what is the difference? So that we'll take up next week. I'll stay back for any questions, otherwise any others can log off. Dhanyavadaha, namaskaraha.
Maya hasati in English.